I'm David Smouha, and I'm here today with John Tudman. And John is telling us some of the episodes that he experienced while he was at Bathurst Jail. So we were going to talk about some of the songs and football.
Yeah. Some of the great songs out of Bathurst Jail.
Yeah.
It's written all by this one personality. This guy was an incredible. He was ingenious. He was inventive. He was creative. Someone you don't expect to find in prison, but this guy had it all. He could perform. And there were quite a few of people like him in prison. Yep.
And would they come to the fore when, like, the opportunity that was provided, I should imagine the opportunity that was provided through the peer education and also through the video magazine, they had a chance to influence.
Well, he was a peer.
To perform.
He was definitely a peer in the prison system, and he had done the peer education program, but also he was a performer. The 3 Ps.
Yeah.
The 3 Ps. This guy was a performer, and he wrote fantastic material after one of the State of Origin games between Queensland and New South Wales. I was going to say State of Origin is where Roy and HG, I think, invented that. But after one of the State of Origin games, and we're going back to the late 80s, it was Sam Bacco. Queensland must have won. Queensland always.
Well, yeah. I don't know that in the 80s they won that many.
I don't think so.
Maybe this
was a momentous occasion because Sam Bacco got up, and I think on that game he got dazed at one of the first tackles and got up and played the ball backwards. So he was a bit of a hero in Queensland. Queensland won, I think, because the next day this personality comes to me and says, "Look, I've written something. You want to see it?" So here's another guy perform this footballer interview. Sam Bacco, he's got a little bit of tape on his nose. He's very funny, and I think you've got a copy of it.
Yeah, I do. We're going to see that, but let's just shut up for a minute while all this noise goes by.
The 3 Ps. This guy was a performer, and he wrote fantastic material after this personality friend of mine comes to me with this great skit. He does a Sam Bacco being interviewed, and it was a very camp, incredibly camp. Like the interviewer,
yeah,
and the punchline and the whole thing.
Not typical Queensland supporter, I'll have you know.
No. The punchline was at the end. He said, "Well, Sam," he said, "tonight it was a $500 Man of the Match award, but we're not going to do that." Rips up the cheque and then says, "What you've won really is a candlelit dinner for 2 at my house. Sound all right?" He goes, "Sure does." And picks him up, and he's got no pants on. He's in his underwear interviewing, and he carries him off. Sounds good to me. Incredibly camp.
Yeah, very gay. And they didn't come across as being gay characters at all.
No. How do I look, Sam?
Look fine there, Cecil.
Yeah, right, man.
Yeah, all right. I look all right, no?
Oh, yeah, you look right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are live at Lang Park. Queensland have just had a convincing win over New South Wales. With me here tonight, I have the man of the match, Sam Bacco. Sam, a very good win tonight. Congratulations on your win.
Oh, thanks, Cecil. Yeah, Queensland team played well. We had Wally back in charge, who steered us into the victory, and but I think the forwards were the main contributors. We had a bigger pack of forwards, and I think we won it in the forwards.
Yes, you played very well tonight, Sam. How do you feel about contact sports, Sam?
Oh, I love contact sport, you know. I love the hard play of rugby league, and it's my game. I just love it, Cecil. Yeah, I love it.
And Sam, how do you feel with your head down and your ass up in the scrum with all them hot, sweaty men out there?
Oh, well, that's just one sort of fun part of the game. You know, rugby league is all very exciting, and one of the scrums is just one part of it. I love it.
Sam, your girlfriend, how does she feel about you getting all scratched up while you're playing football?
Well, you know, I'm a professional rugby league player. I don't have a lot of time for girls. As the coach has taught us, we're in the younger grades. Girls weaken knees.
Sam, you played very well tonight. I think you must be some sort of chance for an Australian jumper. How do you think you'll go as far as obtaining an Australian jumper goes?
Well, you know, every player's dream is to wear an Australia's jumper, and I've been playing hard for the Canberra side and for the Brisbane side, and I hope the selectors won't overlook me, you know. after tonight's performance, I'm a chance. I hope they select me. Yeah, very proud.
Sam, there's bound to be a lot of children out there watching who are up-and-coming young football players for the future, and do you have any sort of pointers to put to the children out there, anything to say to them at all?
Well, the only thing I can tell you is to grow up big and strong like me, eat all your wheat bix, plenty of Vegemite on your toast. I'd stay away from anything other than light ale beer until you're 14. And, of course, whatever you do, don't smoke.
Very good point, Sam. What do you feel about all the cans that were thrown on the field tonight by the Queensland supporters? Do you have anything to say on that matter?
Well, that was a disgusting. I was just flabbergasted. Terrible outburst that was. You know, Queensland people come and pay a lot of money to come and see the game, see the team win, and of course to get drunk. And that was just a terrible waste of alcohol, I thought.
Yes, I totally agree with you, Sam. Well, Sam, fortunately we don't have a $500 cheque here for you tonight. Your prize tonight is a candlelit dinner for two at my place. How do you feel about this award, Sam?
Oh, well, I'd just like to thank Channel 9 and NEC for getting behind and giving the players that bit of extra prize that they can pick up after a good game, and I'd like to get off to dinner, thanks.
Well, that's all from Lean Park. Back to you, Paula. Lean Park. Back to you, Paula. Paul.
Yeah. That they had the ability to step outside themselves for the sake of making something that was funny.
There's been institutionalised sex. There's a thing that straight men have sex inside prison, but that's all right. It's allowed because it's called institutionalised sex.
I've never heard that term before.
No.
Is that a recognised term?
Apparently.
It sounds like a
sociological term, like it.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, you know, schools are institutions too, and well, nuns and
but there's
all that are getting done for institutionalised.
Look, there's a lot of confusion out there with their sexuality.
Yeah.
I mean, Gay and Married Men's Association, people who are married dress up in women's clothing and go out with their wife's blessing.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah. But it's only one night a week. I have been for the other 6.
What happens if you like it?
You want the wife?
No. Well, your alternative one night a week lifestyle.
That's why they do it, because they do like it.
Oh, right. Yeah. What happens if you're not the same size as your wife?
We have to buy our own. It's called fetish.
Right.
Where to from here?
So there's a lot of strange gay happenings in prison.
Yeah.
Homophobia was rife. They thought, I'm not gay, but they thought I was gay, and people wanted to bash you being gay. And I thought, well, that's the worst thing you can call me. I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
But the people who want to bash you, they're the ones getting head jobs by the trannies. Like trannies go to prison, they have a great time. They do. That's like open door policy. There's a queue outside the door, waiting to get head jobs. Or what? And the people that bash hoofs and call them bad names, these are the ones getting head jobs. It's very strange.
Yeah.
Sexuality.
That sounds hypocritical almost.
Repressed, maybe. Maybe they grew up in boarding.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I don't know, but that's an interesting insight. Yeah. There's a little prison story for you. Trannies with queues at the doors of themselves. And
people that want to bash you one time, next time want to fuck you or get fucked. You just never know.
Yeah, well, let's go figure on that one. Hey, go figure. Yeah. John, that's been great. Thank you very much for sharing that. All people and all references that were used in this program are totally fictitious. Thanks for your company. We've really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Thanks, John.